Major League Pickleball is back for match number 2 in the afternoon session. It is the Columbus Pickleball Club and the Utah Black Diamonds about to do battle. The Columbus Pickleball Club, they have Milan, Rane, Rebecca Ryan, Yates Johnson, and CJ Klinger. Utah Black Diamonds have Michelle Esquivel, Olivia McMillan, Spencer Smith, and Rob Cassidy. McMillan was serving to Ryan there. That ball floating wide. We are, of course, at the Rockin' Protein Pickleball Center at Bell Bank Park, Mesa, Arizona. It's the first leg of Major League Pickleball in 2023.
Yeah, great atmosphere out here. Sun is shining. Players are starting to get settled in. It's a nice matchup we have here, and we'll see which ladies team starts the momentum off right for their club.
And the lefty coming in with some serious heat. That's Olivia McMillan. And the veteran Michelle Esquivel serving to Milan Rane. I think she wins best name. I really like that.
Yeah, I love the name. I think as she just barely misses that forehand, we're going to see a lot of fireworks in this women's matchup. Every female on this court right now loves to speed the ball up.
That's a ball I typically see Esquivel really rip through the middle.
Yeah, maybe a few hours before their last match, right? So I think probably just getting settled in.
Oh, a beautiful drop from Rane.
Wow.
And the lob down the line.
It's a common theme all day, especially from that left side. You see Rane with a beautiful lob over McMillan, and it works out. Great return.
And it looks like it stays in. A little bit of wind helping the two-handed backhand of Ryan find the court.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of misdirection from Ryan in her game. She's a smart player, loves to take opportunity when it presents itself.
Just a little short on that one, so the ball gets back over to Esquivel.
Oh, that speed up just clips the net from Rane and barely out. I have to say, I like the uniform choice by Columbus Pickleball Club. It's a great color scheme, the red and the white.
Throwing a little bit of blue there, and they're Patriots.
Yeah, I can see it. I mean, I think as Major League Pickleball continues to evolve and expand, you're seeing it materialize in the uniforms, right?
Nice job there from McMillan, getting it low to the backhand side of Rane.
That'll be a play that Utah Black Diamonds will want to set up repeatedly. Great reset by Ryan. Wow.
You were absolutely right, Brandon. This is going to be fireworks.
Yeah, you can see there a lot of back and forth there. Esquivel gets one high enough where she can say that one's not coming back.
The net giveth, and it taketh away.
Yeah, that one actually curled back into the net off of the backspin from Esquivel's paddle.
Oh, it's a fantastic strategy. That ball looked a little wide. Ryan, notoriously nice.
Big overhead by Rane, followed by an overhead by Ryan. Wow.
Amazing point. All four ladies chiming in with some wonderful stuff. And Rob Cassidy just looking for a low five. from Michelle Esquivel.
I like this start by Utah Black Diamonds.
Well, they got a 10-4 lead. Oh, and some miscommunication.
Wow. That was a beautiful lob by Esquivel, as it was in the middle of the court, but it's actually curving back towards Rane. Ryan couldn't track it, and that ball notoriously just actually hit the net. So it's a good start here by Utah Diamonds, up 7 in the changeover.
Yeah, indeed. So it was Columbus Pickleball Club that won the toss, and they elected to choose to be the home side, which means when it comes down to the mixed doubles, they will have their opponents choosing first. So they'll get to counter the choice from the Utah Black Diamonds. So that's an advantage coming in to the mixed doubles. However, the flip side of that is if it does go to that dream breaker, they need to decide their lineup first, their first player, and then it goes back and forth from that. So pros and cons. I have spoken to a few different players around the park, and a lot of them are saying, yeah, if we get the toss, we're going to choose to have the home advantage.
Oh, those are great resets by McMillan. You know, I think while this game, you can see here on the replay as McMillan stays there back in the transition area and continues a reset.
Oh, yeah, she had a great play prior to that, and we've seen it all day long. So often inspiring the adrenaline to get pumping and to take an extra risk in the next play. But with this rally scoring, it can cost you.
Great defense by Ryan and Rane.
Good lead from the Black Diamonds.
You know, one thing I'd like to see here from Columbus Pickleball Club is they need to slow down the pace. They started out trying to match pound for pound. It hasn't worked to this point. I think they should pivot and try to slow this game down a little bit.
Instead, that return floats long, and suddenly the Black Diamonds are not too far away from clinching game 1.
And this is where, you know, your teammates, the guys that they have on the bench, Spencer Smith and not Spencer Smith, I apologize, Johnson and Klinger are going to be important here. They've got to look on the court and say, hey, it's time to pivot. Let's slow this ball down. Let's change our strategy to see if we can get back in this game.
Yeah. On the opposing side, the Black Diamonds have the veteran Rob Cassidy, as well as Spencer Smith, who's certainly been around the block a few times, but Cassidy playing, I think this is his 14th year in pickleball. So I imagine he's got the record even over the likes of Simone Jargin.
Wow. Great longevity.
Oh, nice work. That ball was a little close.
Yeah, I think that ball actually may have been wide.
Let's have a little look here.
Whizzed just by Ryan that she didn't even have a chance to see it.
Well, maybe dropped in. I tend not to argue with Michelle Esquivel.
Good strategy.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Amazing.
What a curling two-hand backhand by Esquivel. You know, sometimes you get into a game and time seems like it's speeding up. I think for Columbus Pickleball, this has been a fast game, right? We're only less than 10 minutes in, and they're down 11. Wow.
Oh, she's done it again. Yeah, there is, right now, what I'm seeing is so much space in the middle between Columbus Pickleball Club that Milan Rane is having to really cover at the last moment, just in case Esquivel decides to pull the trigger through the middle, and that now means the opening is the wide ball. And Michelle Esquivel is up to the task, has been doing that for many years.
Wow.
Whew, and the lefty bringing the heat.
McMillan says, hey, look, I can play too. Watch this. I'll go ahead and intercept this first ball, and then I'll finish it down the line. Black Diamonds looking to run away with this as they've got a 19-5 lead.
Yeah, that's a very early trigger from Rebecca Ryan. And well read from Esquivel. That's almost the first miss I think we've seen from the Black Diamonds.
Yeah, what a run. I mean, this game was, what, 3-7 not too long ago.
Oh, and the net on their side as well. Everything going in the favor of the Black Diamonds right now.
Yeah, I'm not really seeing a strategy here from Columbus Pickleball. It looks like they're just kind of in survival mode.
Yeah, it's kind of look-see-do pickleball, isn't it? And that is fantastic execution and one of the quicker games we've seen in Major League Pickleball. So it won't be long before the gentlemen take the court. Black Diamonds clinch game 1. So it'll be Yates Johnson and CJ Klinger from Columbus Pickleball Club taking on Spencer Smith and Rob Cassidy. CJ Klinger, the young man on the field, 16 years of age, left-hander as well. We have an alarming amount of lefties today, don't we?
Yeah, we have a bunch, and for Klinger, he plays well beyond his years. He's been playing pro pickleball, I think, for at least the last 2 years, and he seems to be getting better every week. So what you're going to see with him is very fast hands. He is going to try to speed up and be opportunistic, but he's not going to make a ton of errors at the kitchen line. So I'm excited to see what him and Johnson can do against the veterans, Spencer Smith and Rob Cassidy, who have a combined, what, over 15 years of experience in pro pickleball?
Probably closer to 20, really. CJ Klinger, he has a training partner. You may have heard of her, Simone Jajim. They live close by, and Simone often gets him to help her with her singles game when she's getting ready for a tournament, so great practice. And I think that that kind of wisdom rubs off, so his game will, well, you'll see so much topspin from that left-handed forehand. I've played against him a number of times just in practice games, and he has an amazing ability to shape the ball when the forehand is available. Johnson, he's one of the new waves alongside his brother Hunter Johnson. Fantastic singles players, former practice partners of the Bryan brothers in tennis.
Yeah, and I think for Klinger and Johnson, it's a good microcosm of what a pro pickleball journey looks like. They have not been so much concerned with the results every single tournament. Their focus is, are they getting better? Are they continuing to challenge themselves? Are they being coachable, learning the game? And it's proven well in this last pretty much short tenure for both of them to be on this type of stage at this moment.
Yeah, both fantastic athletes. We will more than likely see them stack to keep CJ Klinger, who's on the far side of the court, on the right-hand side, as is tradition for the lefties.
And then look, on the other side with Spencer Smith and Rob Cassidy, in Smith we've got probably one of the most consistent male players on the tour. You know, I can put him up there with the likes of Colin Johns with resets. And then you've got Rob Cassidy, who at one point people felt like had the fastest hands, maybe in all of pro pickleball.
Yeah.
He's got a bunch of spots that you just don't want to speed the ball up to, or you're not going to see it again.
Yeah. And what's amazed me about Rob Cassidy is he's not one of those guys who, you know, decided after year 7 or 8 that was it. He found a second lease on life during the pandemic, I think, like a lot of players did. You know, realizing that there's a bit of a halt on tournaments right now. It's time to actually work on the game. And with that break from tournaments, giving you an option, giving you the opportunity to really focus on some of the physical aspects of the game, knowing that your body's going to have plenty of time to recover before tournaments come back up. And for some players, techniques, different techniques that you can't often do when you're constantly worrying about the tournament coming up.
Yeah, I agree. There was a lot of opportunity during those pandemic years, right? And the players that took that opportunity to get better and learn, a lot of them are here today in this weekend.
Yeah, for me, I came up with a serve and then kind of left it at that. and then they stole it.
Morgan Evans, man, a legend in this game. Even if you don't know him, you know about him.
Yeah, very few Australians. I'm certainly in the top 5 Aussies.
What's your prediction on this matchup? Who do you think can probably take this game?
Look, if it was singles, ooh, it's a you pick 'em. I think given that it is doubles, my money is on Cassidy and Smith. Personally, I think the experience and the hand speed of Cassidy in front of Johnson. I think Johnson is going to get a lot of pressure from Smith in the cross-court backhand dinks, and I think he's going to pull the trigger, try his luck with Rob Cassidy.
Well, that's why we play the game. I love it.
Well, Cassidy setting the tone early. He's going to get up there. He is the bravest man in pickleball. I don't think there's any question.
Yeah, I'll be surprised if he's not on the ground at least once in this game.
Yeah. The equivalent on the female side of the game is, of course, Elise Jones. Has made a name for herself being just a fantastic defender, a never say die athlete.
Yeah, those are the ones, Morgan, you talked about as we started this game that Johnson's going to have to control. Speeding up, trying to take opportunities across from Cassidy is a dangerous game to play.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's actually played much against Cassidy at all, so he would have watched the footage. But until you feel it firsthand, where you've taken a ball and you're 100% convinced this is a great ball to attack, and you hit it at near light speed and it comes back even faster, it's a very disconcerting feeling.
Yeah, you see it right there. And what's tough is even the balls that you feel like you should win on, he still has a chance. So you've got to play angles, you've got to play the right pace.
Yeah, he'll routinely just drop down on one knee when someone has an overhead, and it's remarkable how often he gets it back.
It's a great play by Klinger as he slowed down the pace a little bit.
So the Diamonds have doubled up Columbus. 2-4 is the score.
Great defense by Johnson there.
Oh, good ball there. Cassidy was moving at the time of contact. That does make it a little more tricky.
Yeah, got away with one, but still maybe a dangerous game to play there.
And Klinger cleaning up that middle ball beautifully.
That's where I think they can have a ton of success. Is that Johnson's very good in singles. If he can have that big drive and then Klinger's left hand come in there, they're going to have some success. These are some great dinks by Johnson.
Yeah, I think that ball was a little too low. The wind possibly helping as well.
That's one of the more tougher shots to come in a game and learn, right? In pro pickleball, that backhand flip. It's what's made Ben Johns entirely successful as one of his favorite shots.
I think Johnson did a good job holding that paddle position just long enough, froze Cassidy. Couldn't quite get enough purchase on that first counter-attack. Oh, a freebie for Johnson.
Yeah, this is a pivotal moment, I think, for Columbus Pickleball.
They've taken the lead.
Great drive by Klinger.
Oh, beautiful dink from Johnson. That is a veteran dink.
Yeah, I love the way he switched up from the slice and then the two-hand topspin dink.
Klinger was there, but Cassidy got it low enough.
usually better to drive at the person coming up to the net, not the one that's standing.
Yeah.
So I think if that goes to Smith, probably have a better chance of finishing that point.
Spencer Smith was wandering through that shot there. Made it very tricky to do something meaningful in the reset department.
Wow.
And Cassidy,
just missed it.
Johnson has called it wide.
Yeah, it was a great drop by Klinger.
And referee Ron Ponder has corrected Yates Johnson, giving the point to the Black Diamonds. It might have looked available.
Yeah, it was a pretty cool shot by Johnson.
Yeah.
Just wasn't the right time into the wrong place.
I think he might have been watching a lot of Connor Garnett earlier on and thought, well, if he can do it, I should do it. Nice work. For me, I think the path of least resistance for the team, the Black Diamond team right now, is going to be more in the dink warfare, really setting things up and looking to see if Johnson will pull an early trigger. Oh. Cassidy just braving it.
Yeah, one thing Johnson does not lack is power. As you can see, he speeds up this first one, and then that overhead, it's going to be tough to get those back.
Yeah, good volley.
Again, I don't like the strategy of driving from the baseline to Cassidy's backhand.
No, Cassidy likes it.
Yeah, I agree.
As they say. Oh, Cassidy thought it was all over.
Cassidy, he thought the play was over. Klinger said, wait a minute, I'm still here.
Did you not see? I'm tall, fast, young, and left-handed. You know, that was in the sheets. Oh, good setup from Klinger.
Great setup.
But it is the Diamonds that get the switch, albeit by the slimmest of margins, 11-10. If they manage to take this one, they just need one of the mixed doubles rubbers, and that'll be it.
Yeah, it seems like both teams are still settling in here. No one's really taking advantage. But I think the strategy for Utah Black Diamonds, as the way they're playing now, is probably going to bode well for them down the stretch. They're playing as clean pickleball as possible. They're trying to counter as much. And to me, Columbus Pickleball is sort of playing into their hands with it. I think they're going to have to take some chances maybe from the baseline before they get to the kitchen.
Yeah, right now it is kind of a punches versus counter punches experience, and the counters are doing well. And for me, I like the Black Diamond get-up. You know, I would wear that.
Yeah, again, I mean, it's the common theme all day. I'm loving the uniforms at MLP. I think it shows the investment of the owners
good logos
into these clubs, how much they care, and want to present themselves well.
So Spencer Smith serving to Yates Johnson. That's not a third shot error we typically see from Smith. So they are tied at 11.
Yeah, it's a deep return there by Smith. We talk about in rally scoring, you don't want to give away those free points. Let's see if they can overcome that here, because they're down 1. Great patience here.
Well, it was until it wasn't.
I love the first flip by Klinger. The issue is it's into Rob Cassidy's forehand.
Yeah, I mean, you got to know thy enemy, right? I mean, he's going to be left-handed all day long.
So we think.
Oh, we had a good look, and I think it was there.
Yeah,
what I'd love to see Klinger doing is start to counterbalance with his other hand. When you see some of the shots from Johnson reaching into the kitchen and getting good pace, he's moving, he's kicking back with his leg and he's using his other hand to counterbalance. Klinger is not doing quite the same kind of job.
Yeah, that's a great breakdown. You better be careful, Morgan. You're going to get a bunch of DMs for lessons for giving away gems like that.
No, yeah, if you're out there thinking about, booking a private lesson, just know that, I love you, but I am most likely unavailable. Brandon, though, where can they find you? Let's throw you under the bus, shall we? Austin, maybe?
Hey, happy to be here at MLP. We've got a great event as Columbus Pickleball down 1, trying to see if they can come back here.
I really love the movement of Johnson. He just sort of floats around the court, doesn't he?
Very smooth.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, loose wrist. You can tell someone who really moves well based on how loose they can allow their wrist to be when it gets close to contact. If you've got enough time over the ball, you can relax for a moment, as opposed to always feeling like you're reacting to your opponents. Oh, that's gorgeous.
Wow, what a ball. What a ball.
Yeah, they're cooking with gas now.
You can see Johnson is starting to feel it and possibly take over this game. I think, if they use Klinger on the side as kind of the Ernie guy, get Johnson more involved. As you see here, 3 straight points.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I think one thing that's happening is Johnson is getting comfortable moving around his backhand and playing that nice, loose, inside-out forehand dink because he realizes Klinger is long enough and is going to cover the middle well, that he doesn't necessarily need to be cramping the center.
Yeah, that's a good point. If you have that righty-lefty combo, you actually have a little bit more room to take chances because you've got 2 forehands there.
That's just science. Oh,
what a ball by Smith. That's an experience ball right there.
Yeah, Klinger thought perhaps it was going long, just caught him in the lower back.
Placement over power, folks. It's a great ball by Smith.
That was an out ball. Klinger played it. I think when it comes down the stretch, they will give Klinger a lot of balls. The young blood, and they will test to see whether or not he can handle the pressure.
Wow. Smith is starting to feel it here, too, as he's taking some chances. And on cue, it's a great timeout there by Columbus Pickleball. As they're down 2, we get closer to the end of this game.
I love the pep talks from Rob Cassidy. Legendary.
Yeah, he's one of the most fiery competitors in all of pro pickleball.
Yeah. Incredibly nice guy off the court and on the court generally, unless you hook him on a line call and then, well, watch out. Like a honey badger. Like a honey badger.
Yeah, definitely has his heart on his sleeve.
Yeah, but he became a household name because of it, and I think I wouldn't want him to change that.
Yeah, one thing I'd like to see here is for Columbus Pickleball, I'd like to see them, if they do go out here in this game, on their own sword. Play aggressive. Don't get tentative here, especially for Klinger, and take your chances to see what happens.
Oh. 19? 18 is the score? Hang on, we're just getting that right.
Yeah, 18-16.
18-16. Players just confirming with referee Ron Ponder. Klinger with the Ernie. And a good lead from Johnson.
You mentioned that earlier, that Johnson can come over and take more balls because Klinger's forehand is there. It looked like there was some open space, but Cassidy didn't take it because of the threat of how long Klinger is. What a ball by Smith.
Yeah, Johnson anticipated just a cross-court dink, had already started moving early. That's a good lesson for people at home. Let's try to stay home. Don't prepare for what you think is going to happen. Prepare for what could happen. And Smith, a good controlled attack.
I mean, you can see the experience taking over from Smith. He knows where to put the ball to put himself in the best position. He's starting to execute really well.
Yeah, and this is game point. Wow, I'm glad we got, Cassidy on the ground at least once. It's not really a match unless he's found the ground at least once.
Yeah, we can actually play ball now here at 18-20.
Yeah.
Both teams are frozen. Have to get points on their own serve.
Oh, a bit of a swing and a miss. Just caught the edge, perhaps.
Right now, boys. Go down.
So, another match point. Game point, excuse me.
Quick side out there. No damage done on both sides. Wow.
Oh, some aerobatic.
Yeah. Klinger
Work
did really
from
well
Smith.
on that first ball off the net, but Smith just put it, this is a crazy angle right there.
Did I say acrobatic? Excuse me, folks. Something sounded wrong with that. Lefty versus lefty. And he's just missed it.
Yeah, I think
Michelle Esquivel just reinforcing to Rob Cassidy that did indeed look good to her. And
she's talking about Cassidy or the ball.
we'll leave that one alone. Possibly both. That's great, patient, disciplined work from the Black Diamonds. They waited long enough to get the right ball to attack on. Didn't take any crazy risks.
Yeah, and I
That's
think
good work.
patience at the kitchen line favors Utah Black Diamonds. Columbus Pickleball, they're going to have to make things happen.
Great drop from Cassidy. Oh, and he got away with it. We just talked about the patience. He pulled the trigger on a low backhand, and yet he is rewarded. So the Black Diamonds go up 2-0 coming into the mixed doubles. So the home team, the Columbus Pickleball Club, they will choose their lineup second. The Diamonds will have to choose first, and Columbus will get to counter that. So we will just briefly step away from the mics as the refs and the players organize their lineup, and we'll be back shortly here with the Major League Pickleball.
Michelle and Spencer don't know if they're right or not.
Great playing with it. Yeah, it's like one point I had like kind of go to each other's wheelhouse in terms of defending, so I don't really know how do you spots do what. I think it's time, right?
1 minute. Oh, take the shot out. Just 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
You don't know it's gonna be. Nice playing, Johnson. Real good. Really? I thought so. You baited me several times.
I was like praying that one out.
I think it was the wind. It felt really good.
It was
really close.
Y'all ready?
You got me.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, but it took 3 when I finally got you, you know? Yeah.
Let's go, guys.
All right, here we go. Right when we start.
Players are just about to get underway. It's going to be Spencer Smith from the Black Diamonds alongside Michelle Esquivel taking on Milan Rane and CJ Klinger. If they take this game, that is the match for the Black Diamonds.
Still good, Donna? You want me to tag in or?
Yeah, normally in tournaments we've seen, tournaments outside of MLP, we've seen Rob Cassidy play with Michelle Esquivel. Strategic change during this MLP event where they actually have Spencer Smith playing with Michelle Esquivel for the Utah Black Diamonds, and on the other side, Klinger and Rane.
Yeah, I think there's less chance they'll fight over the middle ball.
Tough start there for Rane. I think they're going to need to dial it in quick because Utah Diamonds are looking to finish this match.
And another beautiful drop from Esquivel. I think they've made their intentions known pretty quickly. Oh, that had around the post written all over it, but instead she elects to go for that really kind of hooking two-handed backhand cross-court dink. It's a beautiful shot.
Yeah, watch here. She baited the ATP and then brings it back around.
Veteran move from Esquivel.
Yeah, that was a timely point there by Columbus Pickleball. I'd almost want to see a timeout if it went to 4-0, 5-0 this early.
And CJ Klinger, he knows he's going to have to really bring the heat, be active, be strong in the middle, and not be afraid of the Esquivel two-handed backhand.
Yeah, we talk about using your length. Klinger over 6 feet tall, he's got to be huge at the kitchen line and imposing for Columbus pickleball team.
You know what? I've never talked about using my length. 5'9". I haven't once used it, so I use my speed sometimes. I use my long flowing hair. That's usually it.
No, we've all got different talents.
Right? Yeah, I mean, exactly. I'm sure you've used your length. What are you, like 6'2"?
On a bad day.
On a bad day? Really? Oh my god. Oh, look at that. That was adorable.
What a point.
And Klinger decided he was going to go full Tarzan for the entire point. And, well, he looked good for a while, didn't he?
Yeah, threw in a nice trick shot in there. It looks cool for the highlight reel. Ends up not winning the point. But
Yeah.
it's 4-4. They're in striking distance.
Oh. Klinger looking towards Rebecca Ryan to see if it was a worthwhile challenge. The teammates and the coach, the team leader, can help out with the challenge calls. A lot of things the players can challenge.
Great drop by Klinger.
Yeah, he's really doing well, isn't he?
Oh, great.
And Milan making it rain.
Well, so look, this time Rane actually baited Esquivel. She goes to the middle, forces her to go wide.
Yeah.
It's ATP.
I think Smith was looking to take the paddle out of there and a little late.
Oh, Klinger's starting to get real active right here. And he's going to need to if they want to win this match.
Yeah, so far his third shot drops have looked incredibly good. Oh, wow.
Wow.
As soon as I say that, Milan Rane with one of the greatest drops you'll ever see.
What a slice drop in the corner.
Very impressive. Esquivel did a good job of really making a good adaptation to her previous volley that floated long. And Milan Rane.
Risky ball to go down the line to Spencer Smith, but
Yeah.
I mean, because it was so risky, he didn't see it.
Exactly. One of those full circle shots. It's so bad that it's suddenly good because no one expects it.
Another great drop by Klinger.
That's Milan Rane just about to call it out.
Yeah. Well, in her defense, it did bounce out just after it hit Klinger's knee. As you can see here, Smith with the nice angled put away. I like that strategy, though, for Columbus pickleball. To Spencer Smith's backhand, which feeds into Klinger's forehand.
Yeah, good complementary stuff.
Wow.
Oh, she's got it. I do not even believe that was there.
Rane has upped her level in this
Yeah.
game. Wow. I mean, take a look at this replay. This is the second ATP that she's baited from Esquivel.
And Spencer Smith isn't defending it, not because he's not a great defender, he very much is, but he doesn't think that the angle is possible. And Rane is proving him wrong time again. Is it going to happen? Oh, just long.
Yeah, a little unlucky, but I love her confidence level right now. They're going to need that to come out on top of this game to save this match.
Oh, he's tried to be cute again.
Oh, and it burned him. Oh,
Yeah.
that's tough.
I think I'm going to look for the bench to kind of rein him in a little bit. If a ball's that high and you've got players on the other side with the kind of wheels that Spencer Smith and Michelle Esquivel have, that's not the time to be cute.
Yeah, there's a time and a place for drop shots.
Yeah, it's recreational play on a Sunday morning.
We talk about Rane's confidence level. She is keeping them in this game so far as they go to the changeover up to 11-9.
Yeah, they're in the driver's seat, and it'll be the Black Diamonds that need to make a couple of corrections.
Yeah, to your point earlier, Klinger, with the drop shot, while you see both of the opponents on the baseline, while it feels great to do it, at the pro level, there's so many great stellar athletes, right, that can make it from the baseline to the kitchen in half a second. So if you can continue to put pressure on your opponents, do that. Now, if you see them on their back foot after they've hit a ball and you can take an opportunity to drop it, that may be a good chance. But for more often than not, pushing them back further and further is going to bode well for you.
Yeah, 100%. It is the higher percentage play. And it's something that Klinger, he's young, 16 years old. He's experimenting, being creative with his shot selections. He sees, players like Jay de Villiers doing it routinely. Well, Jay has been doing it, since he was a child.
Drop shot since he was a child?
He's French. It's mostly what they do.
I love it. All right, Columbus Pickleball, they have to stay aggressive. I mean, that is the #1 thing. Listen, you lose the match if you lose this game, and so last thing you want to do is go to the bench afterwards and feel like you didn't give it your all.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's too good.
Right on cue.
Yeah, that first punch got something high from Esquivel. And then a follow-up two-handed backhand. Too good.
I mean, make it rain, let it rain. How many?
There's a lot. There's a lot we can work with. Oh, fantastic pickup from Esquivel.
A great finish by Esquivel there. Can we take a moment and just understand how clean pickleball Spencer Smith plays, making smart choices, the right decisions, and it sets up Esquivel for a put away.
Yeah, no, he's exactly that. He's made a name for himself being rock solid, a very consistent player. Oh,
went for it.
Well, as soon as I said that, yeah, I'm going to take the hit for that one. That was my bad, Spence.
Took a chance. It looked like it was there.
And Smith starting to feel it.
It's a great speed up by Rane. Utah Diamonds just came on top of that rally, though.
Oh, he saw the opening. It was definitely there.
Yeah, and one of the reasons he pushed that long is you've got Klinger's two-hand backhand, so he wanted to get the ball past that.
It was such a good move from Klinger. It was a fantastic return.
Yeah.
Rane dropped it ball and gave Klinger the opportunity.
Yeah, that's one he's got to make there in this situation.
Good punch volley there from Klinger. Just catching Esquivel on her back feet. Klinger moving all the way, going sideline to sideline, and unfortunately unable to make that two-handed, that single-handed backhand.
I mean, you see experience there again. I do like the speed up by Klinger, but there was a subtle thing that Spencer Smith did. He slid to his left.
Yeah, just a little bit, and he's got a grip that allows him to protect that kind of right chest area. A superb lob.
Wow.
And Rane, she's showing a full spectrum of shots here today.
She is playing high-level pickleball right now.
2 points, the margin. And Smith, beautiful single-handed backhand.
Yeah, I think the danger that's looming for Columbus Pickleball is as this game continues to get closer, the pressure is going to mount.
Yeah, they have the youth, which in some ways is an advantage, but the experience on this side is fairly formidable. I think Michelle Esquivel has won more tournaments than most people have played games.
Great defense. It's a great in and out ball by Rane. One thing I do want to see is which bench is going to put their imprint on this particular game. We've seen both benches be particularly quiet in this last few points here.
Yeah, very few bottles thrown. The timeout is being called by the Black Diamonds, so they'll have a little bit of a chat.
Yeah, there's been one proven commodity that has changed momentum in MLP, and it's energy, right? And so the team that comes with the most energy, we talked about the margins being slim because these are all high-level pro players. That energy is sometimes a deciding factor.
Yeah, it's the X factor. It's the invisible player on the court. Which players and often the owners, the team captains, the team lead, you know, it can be a number of people that really bring the heat, bring the energy to the players on the court, and it does. It makes such a good difference. That's one of the reasons why MLP has become such a hit. So it'll be CJ Klinger bringing us back into proceedings at 15-18. 18-15, excuse me. It's gone too far. Looks like Esquivel wasn't enjoying the heads-up battle with Rane. Decided instead to test out Klinger.
Great patience by Klinger on that point.
So they got a chance here. Just needed to get a little lower for that one.
Yeah, I think that's the ball that she normally will want to come in and attack. The problem is Klinger put that pretty low. Sometimes you just got to concede when your opponent hits a good shot and reset. What a return by Esquivel.
That is absolutely clutch. I'm not quite sure if she was aiming for the sideline.
Wow.
But regardless, she found an incredible spot. 17-20. So they'll have a chance.
Great pace there by Rane. I like that overall point by Columbus Pickleball team. Let's see if they can close it out here. Wow.
Oh. What a point.
Those were two awesome dinks at the end there by Spencer Smith. One here to cut it, force the high ball, and then flips it cross court.
Yeah, Columbus played a good measured pickleball point there, but didn't come away with it. So 2 points. make that one.
Yeah, we talk about the experience of Smith. He does it again here as Klinger actually slid to his left thinking that ball was coming and went back to his backhand.
Oh. So with another chance to clinch the victory, CJ Klinger serving to Michelle Esquivel, but instead they've decided to have a little bit of a chat about it.
I like this.
See if they can't orchestrate the point, really build something that perhaps changes the reads of the Black Diamonds.
Yeah, I like it. It's a good offensive timeout. Listen, you've got a chance here to win this game on your serve to keep this match alive. What you want is Utah Black Diamonds overthinking this next play. But I'll say that the experience on the Utah Black Diamonds team, you can't rely on that. You're still going to have to come out and play a really good point against them. Be patient, take the right opportunities, and see if you can come out on top.
Yeah, the wind is kind of swirling, so it's not like it's going to hold things back if you really want to be aggressive with that first punch volley.
Yeah, I'd like to see an aggressive return here by Esquivel to really set up this point. That'll really tell me a lot about what this rally's going to have.
I'm curious to see if CJ Klinger will bring the heat on the serve. He's got massive amounts of topspin on it. Quite a unique Western grip.
He does.
Not bad.
Great reset by Esquivel. Wow.
And that's it.
And they got the benefit of the net at the end of that point. But listen, great game overall. Klinger and Rane played awesome to be able to come out on top. And we've got more pickleball in this matchup.
Yeah, the reward for all of us is another mixed doubles matchup. So taking the court will be Yates Johnson and Rebecca Ryan for Columbus.
Yeah, against Rob Cassidy and Olivia McMillan. And I think for
two lefties?
Yeah, two lefties on the court. And that's probably part of their strategy, right, on why they put the two of them out there. It's not often you see a mixed team that is two lefties on the court.
Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be very interesting. Let's see which lefty gets to play which side. Of course, you know, if you turn your TV upside down, it'll look like normal pickleball again. Or just move to Australia, where it's all upside down.
Yeah, you go to the options button, you click invert, and what'll happen is it'll flip for you. You've got 4 energetic players getting ready to take the court now. And we talk about how energy is so important. It'll be interesting to see who starts off fast with it. I think for Utah Black Diamonds, I'm curious to see if they're feeling the pressure a little bit, right? They wanted to close out that match on this last game. They allowed Klinger and Rane to dictate most of it, and now they're having to play a 4th game. Are they going to come out aggressive or tentative?
I would want them to come out all cylinders firing. And, well, Rob Cassidy knows no other way, so I think we'll see it. Yates Johnson, I think we're going to see a lot of third shot drives from him. I think he'll work hard to try to attract that third shot and see if he can't apply the pressure and possibly get up there and knock off the next one himself.
Yeah, I think this game is going to be somewhat dependent on the play of Becky Ryan. I think for Cassidy, he's going to try to put a ton of pressure on her, and she's going to have to be careful speeding up towards Cassidy's backhand as much as possible.
Yeah, and that's a tricky proposition when you're in front of someone that largely just seems unattackable. You feel like you now are pigeonholed into one-shot selection. Well, I just dink cross-court all day? Can I beat this person in cross-court dinks? And if the answer to that is a maybe, well, it's a very difficult way to play the game. The other options are, of course, look towards a lob of some kind to try to alleviate the pressure that way. Dink down the line and then hop the line, show your opponent that you can perform the Ernie. That gets you off the hot seat. A lot of different ways, but none of them are particularly easy.
Yeah, and folks at home, if you haven't made it out to an MLP event to watch these players play live, I suggest you do so because you're going to be able to see the pace, the angles that are hit. You're going to be able to see the athleticism up close, and all of those factors play a big role in who takes these games.
And if you're anywhere in Arizona, come on out to the Rockin' Protein Pickleball Center at Bellbank Park. Just a stone's throw from Phoenix.
Yeah, come by to the commentator booth, say hi to one of the celebrities in our game, Morgan Evans.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Mitch, the producer here.
And his +1 today.
Brandon Insekpong, one of the great players in the game. And I'm a little surprised you're not out there strutting your stuff. Are you injured or something?
Listen, it will happen. I think for me, just continuing to practice and get better at my game and be ready for those opportunities. So happy to see who all is here.
Good. His phone is still working. Team owners, commissioners. He's long, lean, far too good looking. And but I can understand why you want him on the mic. Yeah, just what you talked about there. They're looking to apply some real pressure towards Rebecca Ryan.
Yeah, you can see there, I mean, we just started the game, and that's already 4 or 5 balls that have gone directly to Ryan. Look for her to stem the tide here, though.
Yeah, the question is, how is she going to do it? Or is Johnson going to have to cover that far?
Yeah, see, to your point, I actually don't like that play. It forced Johnson to come all the way over. I think you got to give her time to settle in to see if she can correct it, right?
Yeah, 2 points. Give her the benefit of the doubt. We saw in the first match, Milan Rane made 2 errors in the first 2 points and then played fantastically well. So it's something where you got to trust.
I agree, and what a combo there by Cassidy. As you can see, Johnson over leverage. Cassidy goes to the backhand and sets the combo.
And that lefty hooking down low to the backhand side of Yates Johnson.
I mean, I'd like to see an early timeout. You've got to get some confidence back here for Rebecca Ryan if you're going to come out on top here.
That's good work. Johnson getting a nice, easy, high put-away ball from McMillan.
Nothing helps the confidence more than getting on the board, right?
Well, it's something every man has done at one point or another. Come all the way over and not gotten anything out of it. All you can really do is say sorry. And make up for it.
Yeah, he made up for it there, but what Utah Black Diamonds can't do is beat themselves, right? I think if they play a steady game here, they're going to be in good position. That's a good speed up there by Johnson.
Yeah, he holds his paddle just behind the contact for so long, you could easily believe he's just going to dink the ball. Oh, that was certainly an out ball. And Johnson made Ryan aware of it, but not quite in time.
Yeah, it looked like it was curving back into Ryan's backhand. She just got caught there.
Oh, that was available too. On the rise, a little risky, but still they're feeling it.
Yeah, those are the ones I don't want to see from Cassidy and McMillan. And conversely, that's what we don't want to see from Columbus Pickleball, right? If you're Frank Johnson, if you're going to come over, that ball has to go over or at least cross court to reset that point. Great return by Ryan.
Yeah, good move, getting in there early. Yeah, the rally scoring aspect to this game, it changes the complexion of what it means to drive a third ball. You know, that especially when there's a little bit of breeze around, anyone who's good enough at leaving those out balls, you've suddenly not just wasted an opportunity on serve, but you've given away a point. So I think the pressure means we're seeing a lot of kind of 75% drives today. And a good leave now from Ryan.
Yeah, great leave there. And you're right, those drives are so important here. They're just a third shot drop, and those third shots have to go in or you're going to lose a point in this format. Great drive.
Yeah, it's a beautiful drive. It's got a lot of shape on it.
Yeah,
and
but check the margin out on that drive, right? At least a foot over the net.
Yeah, oh, at least. But still certainly dropping in. Oh, look at that.
What a ball.
Oh, that was gorgeous.
Cassidy.
Oh, Cassidy. Robert Cassidy. Your parents could very well be watching. I mean, he moved well.
He moved very well. He was there before the ball got there.
Lightning fast.
Just didn't know what to do with it at that moment. Yeah.
Well, so both the gentlemen on the court enjoying some creative shot selections.
Yeah, two things I'd like to see here. So one, for Black Diamonds, I'd like their corner to say, hey, look, Cassidy, I love the aggression that you have, but one thing we don't want to do is be so aggressive that we're giving them points before we can actually get things rolling and get started. And I think for Columbus Pickleball, they've got to understand that, look, you're good enough to win this game, right? The only thing that's going to derail you from doing that are those errors at the baseline, right? So do not do that. Find a way to get to the net, stay calm, play the longer point, and you're going to have a good chance.
You should really be their coach, I think.
Maybe I should just say it louder, and then we can all...
Yeah, exactly. Just get out there, give them your 2 cents. I'll man the booth.
It's always easier to say it here from the booth, right?
Oh, yeah. Backseat drivers.
Yeah,
they're the best drivers in the world.
Make a left and make a right. That's it.
It's as simple as that. Stop taking just right turns. You're going around in circles. That's
right.
how it works.
Who needs maps? I know where we're going.
11-7, McMillan serving to Johnson. And, we've got the first woosah from Rob Cassidy. That's when you know he means business. Well, trading hours are over, so maybe not that kind of business.
Yeah, taking a look at his paddle there. Wow,
well, that's 2 in a row. Can he get 3?
Wow.
Everything happened in that point.
3 straight net balls, and then it ends with a scorpion by Johnson.
That was herding cats on a pickleball court.
Wow.
Yeah, McMillan is late to the kitchen after those returns. Wow. Yates has a come at me bro look on his face, and rightly so. That was a wonderful counterattack from Rob Cassidy.
I mean, listen, this is the way that Yates Johnson's going to need to play. They want to win this game. Play aggressive, let it all out. Yeah, and take your chances, you know. And I think, you know, Becky Ryan is good enough to handle the pace that comes. And so you want to create as many opportunities for your team as possible.
It is a beautiful drop, and she's really feeding off the backhand slice of Yates Johnson. You know, when you come over from tennis especially, you feel very comfortable with the chip and charge forehand and backhand slice, and it's not often you realize that you might in fact be playing into your opponent's hands, giving them free topspin to work with. That was a little wide.
Great play. Yeah, I noticed something. I'd like to see for Black Diamonds, I'd like to see them allow Olivia McMillan to really put more of an imprint on this game. She's played solid. She's taken the right chances. And I think that strategy for them is going to allow them to come out on top of this game.
Yeah, no, for sure. She's a great player, and I think for Cassidy, it's not often he gets to be alongside a fellow lefty. He's used to, having his role just on the right-hand side, and he's doing it very well. But usually he's got a right-handed player who's going to be slicing cross-court, backhand to backhand, and McMillan has a different look with that shot.
Yeah, creating chaos on the court while playing mixed doubles is a great strategy until you start giving up freebies, right? Until you're the one that's making errors, and that's the fine line that you straddle at this level when you're playing a great opponent.
Yeah, and with rally scoring, that risk versus reward, it's a different kind of animal, given that you can lose points on serve now.
Oh my gosh.
Beautiful. You talked about imprint.
Watch this ball here by Olivia McMillan as Yates Johnson thinks he's going to have a high one.
Yeah.
That's a winner. It's a dink winner.
So it's a byproduct of Johnson having to feel like he needs to cover that much of the center.
Cassidy trying to do the same ball right there. Yeah.
Yes, just
takes
from the wrong side of the court, attempting to do it. McMillan, that stamp you talked about.
Olivia McMillan right now is playing a near perfect game. They need to get on her shoulders right now and have her carry them to a victory. Big serve.
Yeah, good deep serve. Nice work from Rob Cassidy.
I mean, McMillan hasn't made an error in the last, 10 minutes maybe? So this is...
Be careful, man. This is when you jinx them.
I'm testing the waters on this commentator jinx.
They get mad at you after the game. And that lob is long, and that's a sign of the kind of pressure. It was one of those lobs that, well, we've kind of run out of ideas, and this is the best we can come up with. But a little bit of breeze that didn't help their cause.
What defense by Cassidy.
Oh, Cassidy.
Gets that ball in.
He'll find the kitchen line.
Great defense by Columbus Pickleball. And Yates fires a rocket.
That would have gone through the computer screen back here in the commentary booth. Very glad.
I mean, if this ball hits Cassidy, I think we might have an injury. Need an alternate to show up, possibly.
There'll be some words. We'll just put it that way. Instead, we have match point here. Game and match point.
Wow, and the McMillan show actually takes a commercial break now. She is finally cooling off.
Yeah, played fantastically well all day. And Yates Johnson, he has gone from missed lob to missed bullet to another missed bullet. It's a sign of pressure, tension.
Black Diamonds have to be careful here not to take the bait on a highlight reel winner, right? Just win it the right way.
Oh, or that way.
Or that way. A net ball. I mean, take a look at this drop by Cassidy. Not much you can do. The net giveth, the net taketh away. That's a quote from Morgan Evans. Wow.
Yeah, well done, Black Diamonds. That clinches the victory for them over the Columbus Pickleball Club. Columbus did play well. They had their moments. The first mixed doubles game was wonderful for them. Great matchup all way round. We are not done for the day, though, but we will be taking a break until 4 o'clock Mountain Time. So, Until then, Morgan Evans here alongside Branson. Branson. He could be a Branson. Brandon Insekpong will be back shortly. Do not go away.
It's been a pleasure.